Welcome back to the Mobile Fun YouTube channel, where we bring you the latest and greatest accessories for your devices. Today, we're taking a look at the S22, S22 Plus and S22 Ultra. All three of these are dummies, but it should give us a pretty good idea what the devices will look like when they launch early next year. Right, let's have a look at the S22 and S22 Plus first. As you can see, not much has actually changed from last year's S21 and S21 Plus. You can see that the camera bump is a little bit more pronounced, but if you were looking from afar, you probably wouldn't notice the difference. I would say one of the biggest differences is the back glass is actually shiny this year rather than frosted. I think this is a nice look, however, you do actually see fingerprints a lot easier, so I would recommend probably getting a case if fingerprints are going to irk you. Other than that, you can see that we've got the Plus in black and the normal one in white. I think the white one looks really nice in my eyes. It reminds me very much of the iPhone X, as it has the black for the screen, white for the back, and then you've got these side rails that are in a polished stainless steel. I think it gives it a really nice and premium look. The black one, on the other hand, is basically black on the front, black on the back, and black on the side rails as well. However, the side rails are a slightly different colour, but this could just be due to how the dummy is produced. This means Samsung really has to pull something out of the bag if they want to get users to upgrade from the S21. Some of the rumours suggest that gaming on these phones is going to be next level, and I think that you may even be able to have ray tracing on these phones. That's pretty impressive considering that these phones are still really thin and can just be shoved in your pocket. Desktop PCs need a pretty massive graphics card to perform ray tracing well, so I'm really intrigued to see if it's available on the S22 models as well as the S22 Ultra. Speaking of the Ultra, let's have a look at that in comparison to the S22. As you can see, compared to last year, the S22 Ultra has almost a completely different look to these two phones. It is curved around the back and front glass, and the back of the glass is frosted. This means it will give it a pretty unique and different look in comparison to these two. Probably worth paying that extra for. What I really like is that they've reduced the camera bump on the back completely, so now it's just these lenses that stick up just a couple of millimeters. That means when you put it on a table and lay it flat, it doesn't rock around too much in comparison, especially to the S22. What I really like about this design is that in the hands it feels really nice to hold. The curved edges on the sides remind me a little bit of the iPhone 3GS, whereas it's really comfy to hold. The top and bottom are completely flat, which actually does help when you're gripping onto the phone. As you can see, the S22 Ultra is also that little bit bigger than even the Plus size of the S22. This will yet again give it just a little bit more real estate when you're gaming, texting, or just scrolling through the internet. One thing that does really interest me about the S22 Ultra is that it seems to be housing the S Pen in the phone itself. This means you won't have to worry about carrying it or putting it in your pocket or even having a case that can implement it in. It's what the Note series have done for years, and I believe this might give us an indication that we probably won't see another Note. You can also see, compared to the original designs of the S22, that the P-shaped bump for the cameras has actually been removed and is flattened off completely on the back. I think this gives it a less unique look, but I think it looks a lot better in my opinion. So there you go, the S22 lineup. Overall, I'm really excited to see what Samsung brings out with these phones. I think the feature that I'm most looking forward to is seeing the S22 Ultra's cameras. The S21 cameras were really good in my opinion and rivaled the iPhone 13 that was only released a few months back. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the S22 lineup in more detail and also some upcoming cases that you can grab just in time for the device's launch. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave us a comment below and also like the video. And to buy any accessories for your devices, please check the description below for the links.